Hello, my name is Cindy Matalucci, and you're watching The Pulse, where we get the 411 on all the latest and greatest things to do in this amazing city, San Diego. From the newest bars and restaurants to the chicest boutiques, to the gyms and the trainers that are getting the people of this city buff 365 days a year, to the place you want to go to get your spa on. I'm exploring it all for you, and of course, having fun along the way. So come with me while we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. Today's episode was brought to you by Windus Fernandez Brinkhord from Trilogy Financial Services. For all your financial needs, Windus and her team have got you covered. On today's episode, we get an exclusive interview with Ashley Paul, an international Billboard charted EDM dance music singer-songwriter and powerhouse performer. Oh, and LA Weekly called her the #1 artist to watch. We find out what 2025 has in store for her. Then we are on location at Blissful Seeds, a unique gift shop located in the Poway suburb of San Diego, California, that sells gifts and art created by artists with autism. This distinctive store stands out because all the gifts sold, both in-store and online, are designed by artists with developmental disabilities, including autism, Down syndrome, and Williams syndrome. I'm so excited for today's show. I want to introduce to you my guest, Ashley Paul, international Billboard charted EDM, dance music singer, songwriter, and powerhouse performer. Welcome to the show.
So much for having me. It's always a pleasure to meet somebody like you. Thank you.
Well, I'm so excited to speak to you today. You've had so many major successes, but I think one of the songs that was climbing the charts a few years back, and it's like a #1 million streams and continuing to grow, is Bingo Baby, right?
Yes, Bingo Baby. That was such an incredible journey, and it's still going because I'm coming up with new ideas to go back in the studio and add something to it as well. Okay, so we were in Liverpool in the UK, and I was with my, at the time, manager, Jason, and we went to lunch with Richie Neville, who is just this, multi-platinum artist in the UK. He was in a boys band called Five. Actually, they're touring again now. And so anyway, we went to lunch with Richie Neville, and we were talking about doing a song together, and we hadn't come up with any ideas. I didn't even have any preconceived inspirations at the time. So we sat down at lunch to get to know each other, and Richie was talking about bingo. Now, Bingo Bongo is a club in the UK, and bingo is really popular. I mean, it's really popular in the US as well, but it's really popular in the UK. And I was so, inspired by his beauty and his charisma, that I just looked at him, and I just, to sort of be flirty, I shouted out, "Bingo Baby," like really, really loud in the restaurant in Liverpool. And everybody turned around and people were looking at me, and I was like, "Yeah, Bingo Baby." And my manager at the time goes, "Oh my God, Ash, that's your song, that's your song." And I was like, we almost didn't pay the check. We ran back to the studio, and right away we got inspiration, which, the whole inspiration came from my own heat for Richie.
Oh, your own heat.
Nothing ever happened. It was totally professional, but it when you have like a flirty thing with someone that you're working with, it kind of turns the heat up a little bit, with the creative juices, I would say. We went back to the studio and started writing this song. I was with 3 guys. I was with Richie, I was with Jason, and I was with Liam, who was a producer at the time. And I just started coming up with this song for a woman who sort of was the princess with the crown, and all 3 men were around her, and she was, drinking champagne, and she was traveling the world. And it was just supposed to be a very celebratory, kind of infectious song, and there's definitely an undertone of some sexuality, I would say. But, writing is very intimate, and you either have a connection with someone or you don't. Some of my co-writers have just been incredible. I mean, if I can name some, like Jeff Ranzel and Alex Forbes, I wrote Love Light Me Up with. They're brilliant. They've written with Taylor Dane. They wrote Don't Rush Me for Taylor Dane. And we wrote that together. And I just had this idea to write a song about love, light me up, illuminate me. And I was thinking about wanting to be illuminated by feeling good inside. And I could see like an illumination sort of in the sky when I wrote it. And so I brought that to them. And then we get on a Zoom and we just go back and forth with ideas and melodies. And I'm definitely, part of the collaboration, but I definitely, I thrive in that kind of a situation,
Well, and Lucas Marks, right? I mean, he's
Hearts Up. Oh my goodness, Lucas Marks, genius. He is so brilliant.
He wrote for Katy Perry, right? And a lot of artists.
Lucas Marks wrote for Katy Perry for her album Electric, and he is just a brilliant songwriter and vocalist too. I mean, writing with him is incredible. I mean, I had this idea about Hearts Up in the Air because I had taken a flight and I left my son and I was a little sad, and I wanted to feel protected. So I started to think, well, if I put hearts out, they'll come back to me. And upon takeoff from Miami to LA, I saw, and I was about to go write with Lucas, and I didn't have any ideas yet, but I saw hearts in the air, right? And so I took that. I said, oh my God, hearts up in the air, hearts up in the air. So I went to the studio with Lucas, and he goes, Ashley, that's great. And so we started writing this song about hearts up in the air tonight, keep throwing them up, like just keep doing it, keep putting the love out to protect yourself. And he's brilliant, and obviously he has incredible songwriting lineage as well.
I love that so much. And I wanted to ask you, because your voice is so amazing, and I want to know who you have been inspired by.
Wow. So, okay, when I was really young, my parents put me in piano first, and I was doing that whole thing when I was playing by ear when I was like 6, kind of. But then I got a hold of disco. So Donna Summer was my ultimate. So when I was 7 or 8, I got a part in a show where I sang Donna Summer songs. And then they put me in disco clothes, like really little. It was like a touring show in the Southeast. And so that was it for me.
Well, no, because Donna Summer, I had an 8-track player. if you remember what those are, but Donna Summer was my absolute favorite. And I thought that about you. I was like, oh my God, we have that in common. She was amazing.
Amazing. And what's interesting is her vocals were so warm and incredible and dramatic at the same time. And she could have been a Broadway star too. I don't know if she ever did do Broadway, but there's correlation between dance music, I think, and musical theater because it's very dramatic. So I'm a diehard dance music person, even today when I do a track, like this track I dropped recently that I wrote with Taylor Hegelson called Golden Tickets. Okay, Golden Tickets, another kind of idea I had in my head to write a song about golden tickets, because these ideas I have, they lift me up. You know what I mean? And it's the kind of energy that I like to put out into the world because it helps me, but it helps other people too,
Talk about touring, right? What's it like touring the world? Because you just got off like a huge UK tour.
That was an incredible experience, that was. I mean, I did a couple shows that stick out for me. Well, I was in the UK from about the end of June to October. And I opened for some really phenomenal artists who are multi-platinum in the UK, like E17, the boy band Blue. Everybody knows Blue. They have that incredible song they did with Elton John. They did a cover of I'm Sorry. Wakefield, who did Saturday Night, Catherine Ellis. Gosh, I can't even remember. There was, Ben of Fats and Smalls. I mean, there's so many incredible people that I opened for. And I started where I would do weekends. And on each weekend, I would do 2 shows. And then during the week, I would have a rehearsal or we would write a new song. I would go with my producer, who I also write with, Love Foundation UK.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot with those guys, with Love Foundation.
They're brilliant. They're brilliant writers, and they're incredible remixers too. So they usually write the dance track. They write the dance track, and then we write the melody and lyrics together. And so I would go with Mark Loverush, and he came to a bunch of my shows last summer and because it was my first really big tour in the UK. And so, okay, so we had Calderdale Pride at a place called Peace Hall in Halifax, and it was 30,000 people. So that was one memorable one. The other one that was really memorable was, Barrowlands Ballroom in Glasgow is very well known because David Bowie performed there. I think Donna Summer may have performed there. I mean, all of the greats have performed in Barrowlands Ballroom. And to be in there at night, it was, I think, my best show. And I get on stage and it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just incredible.
Well, I wanted to talk to you because, like I said, you've had so much success. Your music is just amazing. And I know that you've got some current and you've got latest tracks. I know we were talking about Golden Tickets, and then there's Golden Light and a new album, right? Can we talk about that?
So yeah, sure. I have a new song. I have a collaboration coming out with somebody very successful and iconic. And her name is Denise Pearson, and she is the lead singer of 5 Star.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be an insane track. I can feel it. We're half written. It's going to be like an anthem for the ages. I mean, it's going to be incredible. Like Donna Summer or Gloria Gaynor. I mean, and the two of us are singing it together, and we're writing it with Love Foundation and Lucas Marks. And our voices are going to be layered. And Denise Pearson is like the most talented singer-songwriter. I mean, she's incredible. And she's so kind too. Love Foundation had already done the dance track for the song. And we got on the Zoom and she came up with the most brilliant melody for the chorus, right? And just like that. And I was like, oh my God. It's like, it's awe-inspiring. And then I came up with the lines, which I'm not going to tell you because it's a surprise.
And when is this coming out? When do we get to hear this?
At end of May. And it should be out by the end of May, with production and any remixes we do. And I'm going to be doing it at the festivals in the UK for sure. I mean, and I'm going to be performing it with her as well. And I'm just so excited about this. You're getting the exclusive. I haven't told anybody yet.
Yay, you heard it here first on The Pulse, everyone.
I'm really excited about that. And I feel like, in a way, I've written so many songs with the word golden. I'm kind of thinking this is like the gold year. You know what I'm saying? So
you're in your gold era.
Right, my gold era, exactly. So like I wrote Golden Light with a very talented Canadian producer named Big Cree. And it was inspired by the fires in LA. And I put that out like right away in January. Like I had left LA and gone to Miami, but it was like literally like 2 days before everything got really bad. And I felt I don't know, like it's hard to be here, but it was hard to be away too. Because, when you're here, it's your community, you can help. And then when you're not here, it's not the same. You can help. Of course, everybody can help in their own way. But when you feel part of something, it's hard to be away when people are in trouble.
I want to find out, like, how can people follow you and get the scoop on, like, everything that's going on?
Oh, okay. So you can follow me on Instagram at official Ashley Paul, or I have a website, ashpaulmusic.com.
Well, thank you so much. It was so good to have you, and we'll be following you. And thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was such a blast. I really enjoyed it so much. Great to meet you.
We're here at Julep Venue for the Harvest Kitchen, Snake Oil Cocktail Company, and Julep Open House.
Welcome to our Here Comes the Sun party. We're going to be on some new stations. Everyone's having a good time. Snake Oil Cocktails, doing some drink pairings with all my food. We just want everybody to have an incredible time. Welcome and enjoy. We've got Harvest Kitchen doing incredible food.
Right.
We've got cocktails with Snake Oil Cocktail Company. I think we're having a good time. I'm having a good time. Jack's having a good time. Why aren't you here?
venue, great cocktails, great food. You can't do better than that.
My name is Gary Sussman. I'm a wealth advisor with Trilogy Financial, and I've been with the firm since 2002. So being a transplant to Southern California and having come from South Africa, I think it really gives me a great perspective when talking to clients, as I can bring a more worldly view to the table and provide them a greater perspective with regards to their financial goals. I'd say the most favorite thing about my job is really the fact that I get to make a positive impact on people's lives. I get to help them make key financial decisions, and invariably those decisions can help them achieve their long-term retirement goals and other things. Well, so many people are focused on rate of return and performance, and the best thing I can tell a prospective client is that getting to their financial goals will take more than just a good rate of return. It's going to be a combination of good financial decision making as well as performance that will get them to their financial goals. I look forward to speaking with you in the future, and I'd love to be a resource and help you make good financial decisions.
I'm so excited for my guest today on the episode. We are back at Blissful Seeds in Poway. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm with Rita Saliba, founder and creator. So for the viewers that don't know about Blissful Seeds, what do you guys do here?
So we are a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to support artists who have different kind of abilities to, display their work and earn money, and to teach them that they do belong in the society with, all these super talents that are usually hidden and nobody talks about.
I love that so much. And then what would you say people can find when they come to your store?
So when they can come to the store, mainly, they can find any gift that gives back. We have everything from soaps to candles to bath salts to crocheted item to artwork to resin. So basically any type of housewarming gift or a hostess gift. If you're invited to a dinner, instead of gifting flowers, you can gift something that stays in the house and that has a higher meaning, and it gives back to this community.
Well, and it's all created by the artists that you have here. Mm-hmm. How many artists do you have?
So we employ we have 7 employees who come to the workshop and do the resin, the soaps, the candles, and we have 30 consigners who do their work at their homes, and then they bring it to me and I sell it as a consignment.
Well, and one of my favorite is Michael, your son, who's a fabulous artist, and he just did artwork on purses, right?
Yes, he did. So Michael actually is the reason why I started all of this. Inspired by his love for mixing, we created a recipe for the soaps, and then we grew from there. But he always loved mixing colors, and he does really amazing, unique designs on canvas with the medium, the acrylic pour medium. And then I came with the idea that let's create a product that can be more functional and more used. So we started putting his designs and his paintings on leather, and we now sell them at the store as our totes, our crossbody bags, makeup bags, and they're selling a lot.
They're so unique. I actually have one too. I absolutely love them. You have to check them out. Okay, so I want to talk about the facets to your business, because I know there's several things that you do here.
Correct.
So the first one is the Blissful Inspirations Atelier.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about this.
So, like I told you behind the scenes, we got vendorized in June from the regional center. So now we have the opportunity to offer classes like elevated art experiences to adults with developmental disabilities. We now have 2 kind of classes, one on Tuesday and it's recycled art material, and the other one is on Saturday. We have 2 classes on Saturday with the acrylic painting, and we are hoping that we can continue to grow. We have 2 new kinds of classes that are starting when we are done with this cohort. One of them is going to be ceramics, and the other one is going to be mosaic. So we're super excited for that.
Wow! And then the Recycle Art with Michelle is a 12-week program, right?
Correct. Both of them
are even 12 weeks.
Yes. So every cohort comes to the store and takes a session of 12 weeks. and they do elevated art. You know, this is what I really, really want to tell the audience, is that it's not the regular little collages here and there or little drawings here and there. It's really an elevated experience that will expose them to a higher level of art, and hopefully they can take that once they graduate from the class and build on it and create their own businesses down the line.
I love that so much. I love everything that you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is you're also focusing on Blissful Ventures, right? So this is something new. Let's talk about this.
Yes. So ever since I started the store, my dream was to grow beyond the arts. Now at Blissful Seeds store, we support artists. They have to do something with their hands that is in the art realm. So I can, so I can support them and they can bring their products here. But I was always thinking, what about those who like to bake? What about those who like to do something that is not as artistic? Where does that leave them? So we created Blissful Ventures, which is also the mission is to support everybody who wants to take a talent and make it into a small business or a micro business, like everybody now is talking about. So this is what we do at Blissful Ventures specifically.
And how do people get information on that?
So for the atelier, we are already vendored with the regional center. They can reach out to their service coordinator and they will get them in touch with us, and then we can start with them. With the Blissful Ventures, it's we started the process of vendorization. So very soon we're going to have a number, and they can also get in contact with us through that. But for either way, my phone number is on the website, my email is on the website. They can reach out, and we are here to help and support.
You guys have really pivoted too. You've been open a little bit over a year now, and I know you guys are really focusing on events, and this is such a great place to host events.
Yes. So when we opened the store, we have this little back room that we use also to as a classroom to teach our artists with developmental disability how to do art. We thought that we can have better uses of that room, and most importantly, we wanted to bring the community to the store. So any type of birthday parties, any type of team building, mom's night out, everything that when you have a small group and you want to do something fun and feel good about it, you can contact us, and we do events, we do sip and paint, we do resin rendezvous, we do so many things that are fun, and all the proceeds go back towards paying the rent for the store as well.
So the birthday party experience is very popular.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about that.
Yes. So we are open for all girls and boys if they like art, 12 and up. And we offer a rounded experience, so parents can drop off their kids, and we take care of the cake, the decoration, the appetizers, and the experiences. Typically what we do within those birthday parties is that we teach the children how to do a resin tray or a coaster, a bracelet, and a candle, and then they can take these products with them as a souvenir from their birthday.
I love that, and they can find out about that on the website to book that as well.
Yes, correct. Everything is available on the website for them to learn more about.
Well, and tell people how they can get involved, right? Is it donating? Is it volunteering? What are you looking for now?
Yes, so we are a nonprofit organization, so most of the work, if not all of the work, is done by volunteers. So if you have time to volunteer and come help us and support, whether it is picking up a shift at the store, helping with the workshop, helping with the events that we do outside of the store, also donation, we really appreciate it, because we have a very big expenses to keep the store open, so any kind of donations are always appreciated. And most importantly, we want you to come and shop at the store, because this is what makes a difference in the lives of the people that we support. They put a lot of love and devotion in the products that they make, and it means the world for them to see them in other homes, and basically this is it.
Well, we love everything that you're doing. Thank you so much for what you're doing with the community. I'm here with Amanda at Blissful Seeds. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So happy to talk to you. So can you tell us what you do here and introduce yourself?
My name is Amanda Tuisasnaro. I do bagging to have soaps.
So you bag the soaps?
Yes.
Oh, they're so amazing. They're so unique.
I am working here at the Blissful Seeds.
What would you say your favorite thing is about being here at Blissful Seeds?
I am so grateful I've been here. I am so happy I had Miss Rita in my life. And then the Blissful Seeds, it make me happy. Please come shop here in our store. Please come to get all the products by me.
My name's Joanne, and I'm Amanda's mom and also the manager here at Blissful Seeds. We were moving from Tennessee, and I was looking for a spot for Amanda, like a day program, something like that. So I just Googled special needs programs in the San Diego area, and Blissful Seeds came up. So I called Rita, and I had asked her if like Amanda could come and check out the workshop, and Rita said yes. So then when I finally moved here, I took Amanda up to the workshop. Amanda loved it, and that's how we just got started. It's unbelievable how Amanda has grown, because it gives her such a sense of purpose when she makes things, and she comes to the store and she greets all the people. It's just such a good environment. And then here at the store, you know, I think it's really important that not only our young adults get used to being out in the world and be productive in the world, but I think it's really important that the outside people that aren't used to seeing young adults with disabilities, like, get to know them and see that they're, you know, they can live a happy, productive life just like everybody else. So for us, you know, it's opened up such a new world to us, and I would hope, and I hope actually, that everybody that sees this can come to our store, meet our young adults, meet our interns, meet our artists, and see our products, and you won't be disappointed. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed.
For more of these stories, head over to the website, thepulsesd.com, and make sure you're following us on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun at The Pulse SD. That's going to do it for today's episode. We'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego.